Welcome back to the Rustic Planters, your home for cozy garden inspirations and rustic outdoor living ideas. Today, we're diving into the timeless charm of weathered stone paths, a landscaping classic that adds both function and old-world flair to your garden. If you've been dreaming of a vintage escape in your own backyard, you're in for a treat. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tap that notification bell so you never miss out on more garden goodness. If you enjoy this video, go ahead and like, and let us know your favorite path idea in the comments below. We absolutely love hearing from fellow rustic garden lovers. So grab a cup of herbal tea, settle into your favorite seat by the window, and let's explore 22 stunning weathered stone path ideas to turn your garden into a timeless retreat. There's something beautifully imperfect about a stone path that looks like it's always been there. Weathered stones, with their soft edges and textured surfaces, bring a sense of history and grounding to any outdoor space. Instead of uniform pavers, consider using irregular flagstones or reclaimed cobblestones. These stones don't just blend into the landscape, they become part of its story, especially when moss or creeping thyme finds a home between. This approach is perfect for vintage gardens where perfection isn't the goal, character and soul are. Let your path curve slightly, dip gently, and feel like an old foot trail from another time. Choosing the right stone makes all the difference. Look for materials like sandstone, limestone, or bluestone that weather naturally and develop beautiful patinas over time. Local quarries often offer reclaimed or aged stone, which not only saves money but adds authenticity. Stones with rough textures and earth-toned colors, think soft browns, grays, and muted greens, fit seamlessly into rustic settings. The key here is to avoid anything that looks too polished or modern. You want your path to look like it's been walked on for decades, even if it was just laid last weekend. Curved paths are more inviting than straight lines, especially in a vintage garden. Let the shape of your garden guide your path instead of forcing a design onto it. Organic layouts mimic the way people naturally walk through a space. They meander gently, offering surprises at every turn, like a hidden bench, a fragrant rose bush, or an old bird bath tucked behind a shrub. This winding design style enhances the rustic charm and encourages a slower, more mindful journey through your garden. Nothing says vintage charm like plants peeking through the cracks. Use low-growing, spreading plants like creeping thyme, Irish moss, or baby's tears between your stones. These plants soften hard edges and create a lush, lived-in look that's bursting with texture. They also add fragrance and attract pollinators, which is always a plus in any garden. Plus, these fillers help stabilize the stones and prevent weeds from taking over, giving you beauty and practicality in one dreamy package. Don't be afraid to mix stone sizes, shapes, or even types. A little inconsistency adds authenticity, as if your path evolved slowly over time. You might pair larger stepping stones with smaller gravel infill, or combine cobblestones with flagstone for a more layered, mosaic look. Think of it like patchwork quilting. Each piece has a place, even if it wasn't part of the original plan. That's the rustic way. Pairing stone with salvaged wood can create a dramatic rustic effect. Consider using reclaimed railroad ties, oak planks, or driftwood as borders or alternating steps. The contrast between aged wood and weathered stone is rich with texture and warmth. It also blends beautifully with vintage-style garden elements like antique lanterns or wrought iron benches. To preserve wood longevity, make sure it's treated or raised slightly to avoid water damage, especially in wetter climates. For a more casual rustic look, crushed stone or gravel paths are both affordable and easy to install. Choose materials like pea gravel, decomposed granite, or limestone chips. These materials are perfect for woodland-style gardens or cottage landscapes where a loose, natural surface feels right at home. Line the edges with brick, logs, or plantings to give definition and keep everything in place. Frame your path with arched trellises or vintage-style gates to create a sense of mystery and invitation. It turns a simple path into a journey. Wrought iron gates with rusted patinas, or wooden arches entwined with climbing roses or wisteria enhance the fairy tale feel. They mark a transition from the outside world to your private garden haven, adding both form and function. Lighting is essential, and lantern-style fixtures evoke a cozy, old-world feel. Use solar-powered or low-voltage lanterns to light the path without overpowering the space. Rustic lanterns, especially in bronze or aged copper finishes, blend beautifully with weathered stone. Try placing them low to the ground for a candlelit effect. As dusk falls, your path transforms into a glowing ribbon of light leading you home. Edging your path with vintage brick, old roof tiles, or salvaged concrete pieces helps define the space while amplifying the antique aesthetic. You can bury the edging halfway for a more worn-in look, or let it stand proud to create contrast. Whatever you choose, the border adds structure and helps keep your stonework neat and grounded. Design your path to lead to secret nooks, places where time feels slower. Think tucked away benches, a sundial under ivy, or a little birdhouse on a pole. These niches become destinations, inviting moments of pause and reflection. A vintage garden should always surprise you a little. Use your weathered path as the thread that ties these treasures together, encouraging exploration and delight. Introduce vertical interest by planting climbing vines alongside your stone path. Options like clematis, sweet pea, or old-fashioned roses evoke romance and age. Let them crawl over arbors, up walls, or along rustic trellises bordering the walkway. The overgrown look is not only vintage, it's magical. The more it feels like nature is reclaiming your garden, the more timeless it becomes. Scatter antique or vintage-style decor along your path, like weathered urns, enamel pitchers, or rusted watering cans filled with herbs or blooms. These artifacts add a layer of narrative to your garden and blend seamlessly with the look of old stone. It's these details that make a space feel lived in and loved, exactly what a vintage garden should be. Change up your path's character with seasonal touches. Place pumpkins in autumn, evergreen garlands in winter, and pastel blooms in spring. These subtle updates keep the path feeling fresh and alive throughout the year, while still honoring its weathered bones. The path stays the same, but your story evolves with every season. Where paths cross or widen, consider installing a small stone courtyard or circular node. These areas offer resting spots or gathering places. Add a bistro table, a stone fountain, or a bird bath to anchor the space and draw the eye. It becomes a pause in the journey, like a comma in a beautiful sentence. If your garden includes changes in elevation, natural stone steps can be both practical and stunning. Look for slabs of slate or limestone with worn edges and irregular shapes. Tuck them into hillsides and surround them with plantings for a seamless, aged look. Each step becomes a footnote in your garden's story, quietly guiding the way. Strategically place rustic garden furniture along your path, like a wooden bench, a wrought iron chair, or a stone seat nestled under a tree. Furniture not only offers function, but deepens the sense of nostalgia and restfulness. It invites visitors, and you, to linger, not just pass through. A vintage garden should be alive with bees, butterflies, and birds. Add bird feeders, insect hotels, and water dishes along your path. These features support biodiversity and add delightful movement and sound to your garden stroll. After all, a path that leads you home should also be a sanctuary for all creatures, great and small. Define transitions between garden areas with wooden archways, rustic picket fences, or stone pillars. These structural elements help frame your path and provide climbing surfaces for flowering vines or fairy lights. They also mark chapters in your garden story, guiding you gently from one mood to the next. To keep your path safe and beautiful, regularly check for loose stones, sweep debris, and prune overhanging plants. Let moss grow where it adds charm, but trim it back if it gets slippery. Add gravel or sand under stones if settling occurs. Remember, a little upkeep helps your weathered path age gracefully, not carelessly. Thank you for joining us on this journey through weathered stone paths and vintage garden beauty. We hope you've gathered inspiration to create your own storybook path that feels like home. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave us a comment with your favorite idea, or share your own rustic garden tips. Until next time, keep planting beauty and let your garden lead you gently home.